Alright, I'm gonna be going for the Spider-Man 2 Platinum without taking any damage. The rules are simple. Anytime I take damage, I restart from the most recent checkpoint. The plat is split into 3 sections: story, side content, and combat challenges. We start the journey with our first trophy in defeating the Shocker. And not even 2 minutes after that, I ended up getting arm on a roll for a 42 hit combo. Oh, there's our first one. Not gonna lie, that was pretty quick. Hey, this run's gonna be easy. Am I dead? I was struggling for a minute, but I was able to get past, get into Oscorp where I met this guy, and beat Shocker first try. The guy was just piss easy. Yep, there we go. Shocking as to how easy he was. Oh, another one. What's this for? Seismic Blast. Yeah, sure. Alright, next trophy. The next trophy was Sneaky, which required me to do a hideout without being spotted. Okay, I need to web zip across so I can take him out. Fucking stupid. Okay, it was my 4th try. Basically the same thing. See, these hideouts are required for the plat and indirectly help with another trophy to unlock every suit in the game. But for doing this hideout though, we ended up becoming Twitter's favorite Spider-Man. The next set of trophies I unlocked were All Tied Up, Stay Down, and Lightweight Champion. They're all combat related trophies, so they weren't hard to get. Once I finished up the mission with no damage, I went back into the open world and focused more on the crime activities. There I was aiming to get a couple more trophies, with the first one being Enforcer, which required you to complete 10 deadlock situations. Deadlock situations are basically 10 plus enemy shootout encounters, and these situations varied in location and enemy type, so they did provide some sort of replayability, but they weren't too shabby. Second one was Fireman. This one I had to do 10 building on fire situations, and I'm not gonna lie, I think Insomnia did sleep on this piece of side content. They just gave me that vibe similar to Sam Raimi's Spider-Man movies, so I enjoyed doing them. Next one was Guardian Angel. With this one, accidents would happen to civilians and I just have to save them. But this one in particular confused me a little bit, cause tell me, how the fuck does something like this happen? I don't get it. So I did this situation 10 times and I did get the trophy, but I also got another one for saving 50 civilians, which I definitely didn't do, but I'll take it. Final situations were petty crime situations, which would give me a vigilante. Just like the others, I had to do 10 of them, and they weren't anything too difficult. It was just bug standard Spider-Man stuff. I did 10 of these and I got the trophy. Happy days. Now the main reason I was doing all these crime related activities so early onwards is because of this one singular trophy, True Hero. So you might have noticed a meter on the bottom right of the screen, right here just above the map. This is the Hero Menace meter, which is by far the worst system I've ever seen in any game. So this Hero Menace meter is split into 3 levels on each karma. Blue for Hero, red for Menace, so a little similar to Infamous. The trophies to level up the Hero meter up to level 3. So how does one do this then? Well, for each crime situation you successfully complete, you earn a couple hero points. The problem is, if you decide to buy an open world game and, I don't know, attempt to explore the open world, the game punishes you for doing that. Like here, I just finished a crime situation, chilling on level 2. I start swinging to another situation, I'm back to level 1. What the fuck? And that's not even the worst part. You might ask, so how does the game punish you? What happens if your menace meter starts to rise? Well, the higher your menace meter is, the more tedious this open world exploration becomes. Turrets start attacking you, drones start following you, EMP'd green screens start popping in. I made sure to do this now because the game later onwards portrays you as a menace anyway. And anytime I was doing these crime situations and restarted for damage, the game would pull me out into the open world. So this whole shtick took a lot longer than expected, but we moved. Combat trophies were the next thing I wanted to farm, so I carried on with the boss fights to progress multiple trophies at once. Cletus Cassidy was on the agenda for Is It Over? And then it was, because I got the trophy in like 15 seconds. Black Cat was up for Lover's Quarrel. I just took out a couple of cameras like it was Rainbow Six and then started throwing hands. I had to restart once because she bitch slapped me, but I dashed her into a dinosaur and got the trophy. Craven was next for the Hunter Hunted. We found out that this guy was actually creeping on us throughout the game. He was hunting us, so we hunted the hunter. Got the trophy and got another one for unlocking the Ionic Web ability. Willy Fisk was up next, and cause he big, they gave him a big level. We got to Big Boy, we gave him a big beating, and we got the trophy. So 5 hours in, I was getting through these fights with these. Then came this blue bastard. For this one, I have to defeat Electro to get the trophy switch off. Do you get it? Because he's made of electricity, and we're gonna switch him off. Swing around here. Oh, for God's sakes. Oh my god, the electricity hit me. Engage Electro, and where the hell is he? He spawned in the building. What? Where are we going now? We just flying to Uncle Ben? Oh, fuck this guy. He made me do a whole cardio session around the map. I just want the trophy. There we go. Next one is aerial break, where I have to destroy an armored enemy with a web strike. Okay, if Google is correct, I have to press R1 on this guy and I get it. Why can't they all be that easy? And for doing it 20 times, I also got Breaker. The Green Goblin is up next, and after Electro, I was expecting the worst. Alright, well, that was way too easy. The next trophy I was going for was Fast Tracker, but there was one problem. This trophy was a catfish. The races were simple. Web swing or web strike through these green portals before the timer runs out. There are a total of 15 races, but the trophy only needs you to do 5. And whatever you do not listen to these 15 races is something you'll have to do anyway to unlock another suit, which is needed for 2 other trophies. So I spent about a good hour doing all that. And since I was making progress anyway on the suits, I went ahead on getting more for the infiltration trophy. So you remember those hideouts at the start? Yeah, I just finished up on them. Alright, what suit am I gonna get this time? That looks like a pile of shit. There's only one way to make up for this. There we go. I went back to see on the checklist and then I realized I've got one more boss left. Carnage is up. For now, it is over. There was a section here where I was struggling due to reasons. But it ended up being a blessing in disguise since I got a couple combat trophies along the way. Once I got to Carnage, there was another trophy I was gunning for. This one was Friendly Fire. So this guy is sensitive to fire, and surprise surprise, we're surrounded by fire. During the boss fight, this Donnie decides to become Nathan Drake, and all we gotta do is turn on the pressure to release the fire, seismic blast him, drop his ass into the fire, and repeat that 2 more times. That trophy was easy enough to do. As for the boss fight, what the fuck am I doing wrong? Oh no, they're coming for me. Get away from me. Oh no! I just need to juggle him in the fire like I did for the trophy. Where does this guy think he's going? How is he not dead? There's no health. There we go. And I get 4 of the trophies all in one go. That ain't too bad. The plat wasn't done yet though. Collectibles and some side content was still left to do, so I went straight for them. Up first was all of Black Cat's journals. There are a total of 10 of these journals. 5 in some story missions which I got through replayability, and 5 in the open world. This is the only collectible not marked on the map, so I had to use my trusty friend Google. Alright, this is the last one, so I should get it after this. Clear's Cassidy crime scenes are on the list. For this one, all I had to do was take out my camera and take a picture of his initials. Detective Wolf's evidence was next. So there would be police cars around the city with a laptop on it, and I would just have to take pictures of it. It's crazy how she had a decent role in the Spider-Man 3 movie game, and now she's been relegated to a collectible. I'm not complaining though, I get a trophy for it. So there was this Donnie at Ravencroft where we fought Carnage, and it turned out he was actually the chameleon. Wait, what the fuck? It was a nice twist, but I don't care. He had these journals I had to collect to get Special Agent. Around the city, there would be Agent K and Agent J. All I had to do was take pictures of them. What I would do with these pictures, I don't know, but I'd get the trophy. Oh wait, what? I got another one. What's this for? Oh, so that's for completing all photo-related collectibles. Bookworm was the final one, and I left it last because it's the big one. So these smart guys at Beanox needed to pad out the game, and they thought, why not put 300 comic book pages all over the map? But I only needed 285 for the trophy. It took quite a while of just mind-numbingly collecting them one by one, but I stuck through it. Oh, I'm so tired of this game. I just don't have the energy to be even happy about it. Oh well, I still got 2 of the longest trophies in the game yet to do. And one of them was Luchador, which is the combat challenges. And doing so would get me all concept arts for State of the Art and Fashionista for unlocking the final suit. With the combat challenges, they're basically 12 waves of different types of enemies. And each wave has 4 different rounds. I had a technique of seismic blasting everybody and webbing them down. So it's not the difficult, you know, doing it without damage that hurt my brain. Cause understand, when I restarted, the checkpoint would be the start of the wave that I got out from. It was just doing the same thing over and over again for a good hour. In the last wave, they decided to introduce fire, cause why not? Alright, come on. Final enemy. Oh my, no. That did not just happen. That did not just happen. I got the trophy, but I didn't. Wait, can I restart from here? Oh, I'm back on wave 1, for God's sakes. I did everything a second time just because of that stupid title. And even though I ended up finishing the combat challenges, I still had a couple combat trophies left to do. This particular one was drop it. All I needed to do was press L1 on anybody with a gun to disarm them. Oh, for God's sakes, man. This had to be done 50 times. And deadlock situations were the perfect place to farm. The next two were very similar. One needed 300 enemies to be defeated for middleweight champion. The other one just needed 200 more on top. So more deadlock situations were formed for these trophies. And there it was. One more trophy before I get the platinum. And it was by far the longest one so far. I had to upgrade every single Spider-Man suit I've unlocked throughout the game for the last trophy. Every suit starts off at level 1 and the max level is level 8. Deadlock situations give you enough XP to level up a suit. So in theory, I only roughly needed 8 deadlock situations for each suit. And since I already maxed out 3 suits in doing the combat trophies, I had about 10 left over. But it was the only trophy I needed for the platinum, so I pushed through it. Oh, I've sat here for 6 hours doing all these suits. And now I've got 1 left. 6 deadlock situations done. And now I'm on level 7. 1 more and ay. That should be it. I should get it. Oh my god. That should be it. No, for God's sakes. I gotta do 1 more. Oh, I'm so close. Please don't take any damage now. Oh, I did it. I did it. I did it. Give me the platinum. Give me the platinum. Yeah, where's the other one? About fucking time, my life. So the time estimated for the platinum is around 30 hours. For me, it took 40. All because I had to restart 102 times. So would I suggest this game? It's a terrible game, but it's a fun terrible game.